Hello guys, it's your boy David B, or you can call me Good Life. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a good time trading. Guys, today is Wednesday, and guys, pardon me that I didn't post on Monday, I didn't post on Tuesday, and I'm just posting Wednesday, right? Nothing much has happened in the market. Just a recap of I'm here to just give you guys a recap of the trade that I asked you guys to still hold. I told you guys hold German 30, that German 30 is still going to buy, and I'm here to also give you the update on gold trade. And remember, I talked about gold too. So now let's dive into my screen. But before we dive into my screen, guys, I'm giving you guys 5 seconds. If you know that you have not subscribed to the channel, here on this channel I give you guys the best of the best analysis. We dive in straight to the business of the day. No beating around the bush, no indicator trading, no robot trading, straight to the point. We do just mainly price action, and this is a swing channel. And please, if you are a scalper or you are a day trader, you can still watch my videos, because the same pattern I apply on the bigger time frames, you can still take them to the smaller time frames, and you can still apply the same pattern, and it should give you the same result. Yeah, so now guys, if you are not subscribed to the channel, try your best to be subscribed to my channel Good Life TV, because right on this channel I give you guys the best of the best analysis. It's always the best. It is always the best. You heard it here first. It is always the best analysis, right? So now let's dive into my screen. So I want to bring you guys the update on German 30 and also give you the breakdown on gold, what is currently happening on gold. So now if you look closely on my screen, guys, if you watch my previous videos, I told you guys hold German 30, that German 30 is still going to buy, that what German 30 is doing is called a liquidity sweep, that German 30 is still going to push to the upside. And guys, there you have a year, you have it. German 30 has pushed to the upside. Now let me tell you why German 30 is going to still keep pushing to the upside. Now guys, if you go to the daily time frame, I'm just here to give you guys the reason why German 30 is going to push very high up, and I want you guys to be a part of this move. I don't want you guys to miss out on this move. I want you guys to be a part of this move. Guys, remember we were already expecting German 30 buys. We were already expecting German 30 buys. Why? Because we saw that German 30 has been in this long sideways movement for quite a year and few days, and then broke out on the 5th of February around this level. So now around this level, let me note it for you guys, around this level with this candle you can see here, this massive bullish candle you see here. So now when there is a consolidation, there must be a break and retest of that consolidation. Once there's a break and retest of that consolidation, then we look for possible entries that will shoot us back to the upside. So now we have got, this is the consolidation around here, the consolidation that occurred around here. We got this break. Now this is the consolidation, and now we are waiting for price to push to the upside. Now what are the confluences that we need to know that price is ready for a push? Now before this time, I told you guys that I was already on this entry very early. I already took this entry very early. I took it when I saw this first double bottom. Around here, this double bottom around here. Then I took the buy around here, and you can see you already moved like more than half of our profit, but all the way, and at the end of the day, it decided to come down into our loss. But I told you guys hold the trade, because I was still holding the trade. I told you guys hold the trade because price is going to push back to the upside. I was very sure of this price, that yes, it's going to push back to the upside, and now you can see it. Now you can see it. When I tell you something, I know what I'm saying. I really know what I'm saying, because we have been in this business for the longest. And guys, I want to show you something on the daily time frame. Now you can see that price has created what they call a head and shoulder pattern on the daily time frame, on the 4 hours time frame. I'm not here to break down this trade. I'm just here to give you confirmations why we need to push to the upside. Now price as on the 4 hours time frame has given you a head and shoulder pattern. We have this is the shoulder. This is the shoulder around here. We have the shoulder around here. Then let me clone this. Then we have the head around here. This is the head. Now let me clone this again, and now this is another shoulder. Two of them sitting down at the same place. If you use the line chart, you can clearly see Very, 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 very beautiful. If you use the line chart, you can see clearly that the two shoulders, which is shoulder 1 and shoulder 2, they are all sitting on the same level. And then the head, this is the head of the whole price. Let me increase it so that this is the head of price, right? That's the head of price. So now that is our number one confirmation that price is going to push to the upside very, very high. So now, since we have seen that, okay, we have a head and shoulder pattern, I want you to note all these confluences because I want to give you guys reasons why GER30 is going to keep pushing to the upside. So now we have seen that number 2 reason is that price has broken our counter trend line and then also broken our structure, right? With this candle, broken counter trend line, broken our structure, but we entered price all the way down here. This was my entry. I took a very, very early entry. So now let's go to the daily time frame and see the major reason why price is going to push to the upside. So now, since we are done with the 4 hours time frame, we have identified two major reasons. That is one, a head and shoulder pattern. Number 2, break of counter trend line. Number 3, break of structure, which you can see here that the structure here, the neckline here, was broken by this candle. You've gotten that right. Now, if you closely look at this level, you can see that on the daily time frame we had what they call a double bottom was formed on the daily time frame after price came and created what they call a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high. Price could not create new lows. Rather, price created a double bottom, and now price has broken the neckline to retest and push to the upside. This is simple structure. There is no need to complicate things. This is simple structure. Simple structure. Simple structure. So now you can see that we have clearly identified a double bottom around here. Like this year, lots of double bottoms this year. Like I've taken trades on double bottoms. You can clearly see that price created a double bottom around there, and now this is the neckline that price has broken. That's to show you that the formation of this uptrend, this new uptrend that wants to override this retracement, has completely been formed, right? So now price now is ready to push to the upside. So now what I will tell you is that if you are still you still join me to hold GER30, keep holding, because on the 4 hours time frame we are going to be adding new positions around there. When we get a break of structure, we'll be adding new positions at the top of this area. Once we see a candle push back and then close above, we'll be adding new positions. So let me mark that level. We'll be adding new positions to that level. So now you can clearly see on the 4 hours time frame, head and shoulder pattern, break of counter trend line and break of structure. Then on the daily time frame brought the banger, which is what a double bottom right here, and then break of the neckline, and price is coming back to retest the neckline to push to the upside. This is simple structure. You can see that there are no indicators on my screen. I try to make my chart as clean as possible so that you guys can understand the full breakdown of every single trade that I take, right? You can understand the full breakdown of every single trade that I take, every single analysis that I make. I try to make my screen as clear as possible. So now, if you always feel that price is kind of complicated to understand, watch my videos, because I try to make my analysis as clinical as possible. So now after three losing streaks, we have lost 3 trades before this one. This is our first winning trade after 3 losing trades. So now we have won this trade now. So I've moved my stop loss back on. I've moved my stop loss to beneath this level under this double bottom. So now this is it for GER30. We are still holding GER30 buys, waiting to add new positions. So now the confirmations that we have seen now that has told us that GER30 is going to buy is on the daily time frame. We have seen a double bottom which is around there, and price has broken the neckline already. Then if you come to the 4 hours time frame, you will have seen a very, very clinical head and shoulder pattern, and then price has broken our counter trend and broken our level. So that's how many That's 4 confirmations. 4. So my dear, that is enough reason for me to be able to hold this trade. I don't want to know what anybody is saying. I'm holding German 30 buys. So now let's dive into the next juicy trade of the day. The next juicy trade of the day, which is gold, guys. Guys, remember I dropped an analysis on gold, guys. I'm hammering on gold like the way I was hammering on German 30, guys. Now I'm hammering on gold so that you guys will not miss it. If you miss German 30, please do not miss gold, because gold is going to bring out what they call a very, very juicy opportunity. So now let's go into the breakdown and the analysis of gold right now. So let me take out everything. We start afresh. I'll take out everything right now. We're going to be starting afresh. So now we can clearly see that gold right now gold currently is sitting on top of a very, very significant level. Now this is the daily time frame, and we can see that price on the daily time frame is just basically representing structure in an uptrend. We have this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, push back to the upside. It's as simple as that. We have just identified major key structure. Price on the gold has not changed direction. It's still bullish. It's still very, very much bullish. So now we are going to scale down to the 4 hours time frame. We're going to scale down to the 4 hours time frame and see what is currently happening on the 4 hours time frame. Now we're going to look at the current retracement that is happening. We're going to look at the current retracement that is happening, which is this dip that happened. This dip that happened took a lot of people's money. The crash that happened took a lot of people's money, especially those that were trading BTC. Like, a lot of people lost money on. That's why when it comes to cryptocurrency, I prefer not holding cryptocurrency. I prefer trading them. I'm inside a trade, I'm outside a trade, than holding, because at any time someone can just wake up on a very, very good day and just say anything he wants to say. At the end of the day, you see a very massive crash. Or someone can just pull out billions from the market. At the end of the day, see a very, very massive crash, and then lots of people lose money. So now, this is the 4 hours time frame, and if you have been following me, what do you think we do here? What do you think we're going to do on the 4 hours? We're going to do majorly 2 things, which is what we apply our counter trend line, and then we apply a zone to the recent level. So now let's do that. Let's do that right now. So now this is our counter trend line, and one thing I've noticed is that very well price has broken our counter trend line. If you can observe it with me, you can see that yes, price has broken our counter trend line after price created this low. After price created this low, created this higher low, price came and tried to create a new low, but price could not. Rather, created something like a higher low for a higher high. But now this higher high is not yet complete. Why? Because now price has not broken above this recent level. I would choose to take this level. Price has not broken above this recent level. We see that price is rejecting. So now that is why this trade is not yet ready, but I am still watching it. Now, on the contrary, what if price decides to sell? If price decides to sell, fine. We will be attacking the sales from here. Price will have to come and break this counter trend line for a sell, and also break this level. Then we're going to be selling. This is on gold though. This is the analysis on gold. Price will have to come and close beneath this level. So now for us to be able to buy gold, we have to see a candle close on the 4 hours above here. A candle close on the 4 hours above there. Then for us to be able to sell gold, we have to see a candle close of the 4 hours below here. So now that is majorly it. So now, but I will tell you that because of the structure that I've observed on the 4 hours on the daily time frame, because of the structure that I've observed on the daily time frame, I will say I am 70% more bullish on gold than sales. I am 30% for a sell. I am 70% for a buy. So now we have seen that on the daily time frame that price is basically just respecting structure. That this dip that happened just came to respect structure, came to test the previous highs, and which it has tested it. And now we scaled out to the 4 hours time frame, and we can see that clearly on the 4 hours time frame, price is just basically producing structure, just producing structure. We see that price created this lower low, lower high, and price could not come back and break below this low. So now price has broken our counter trend line. One confirmation has been met, break of counter trend line. You heard it here first on Good Life TV that one confirmation for us to buy gold has been met, which is what the break of counter trend line. But now there is no break of structure. We are looking for price to be able to break structure, to clear structure, and now that is when we wait for a candle close above this level structure to confirm that yes, price is ready for a break of structure. That price is ready for what? A break of structure, and then we are going to be enjoying the remaining buys, which is from here, which is from this level. Let's measure it. Let's see, which is from this level to this level, which is from this level. Let me take it to black so that you can see it. Let's measure. Let's change the color. Okay, the color is black already. The write-ups, why are the write-ups looking weird? It doesn't want to change, so okay, so let's leave it like that. Okay, since it doesn't want to change, I'll try fixing it later. But the main issue right now is that we're going to be enjoying a lot of profits on this trade, and this trade will be looking like this. If I put my entry here, I'm going to have my first TP around here. Then I'm going to use my Fibonacci level to know the next point is going to go to, but my stop loss is basically going to be under the swing low. So if price decides to come down here before breaking up, so my stop loss is going to be basically under this swing low for this. So now that is basically it on GER30. I rather not keep my stop losses. I might take profit at maybe a designated number of pips or number of just number of pips, but rather I keep it at the swing low and I keep my take profit too at swing highs, so that I know that that is where price is going to. Obviously you don't need stop loss pips counts to know where price is going to. Just use structure, and you know that definitely price will always attack the pillars of the opposite trend, guys. That would be another lesson for another day. But guys, right now this is our thoughts. This is my thoughts on gold. If it breaks above here, we are bullish. We'll take a bullish trade. If it breaks below here, we go for a sell. So now that is basically it on gold, and that is basically it on GER30. We are still looking forward to GER30. Forget the current retracement that is happening. We are still looking forward to GER30 buys. So now it's your boy Good Life. You heard it here first on my channel. So all I want you to do right now is for you to grab your cup of coffee, whatsoever you drink, just grab it and watch my videos, because every time I drop a video, there's always something you can pick. There's always something you can learn from. You understand? There's always something you can learn from. There's always something you can take note of. Yeah. So now it's your boy Good Life, or you can call me David B. Please